but they lay kind of uniform. That's what I want. So I'm showing you guys the back. There was no hair left out at all. None. Hello everyone, I'm Richie and welcome to part 3 of this flip over series that I'm doing and another hair video. So I'm showing you guys how I layered my hair, and what I do is I just part from ear to ear, like the top of my ears kind of, and split the hair in half, and then I just rubber band exactly where I want it. If I can hurry up and split it in half, thank you. I split the hair in half. I get a rubber band. I finger comb my hair. I do not comb my hair. I don't comb my hair. I finger comb it. So then I just measure out exactly where I want it. Do the other side. Finger combing. And you will see why, because it's going to lay a certain way. So then I try to measure up, making sure it's as even as possible. You know, pulling down a little bit, and then you will see on, excuse me, I don't know why I always have to burp when I'm doing a voiceover. It's so annoying. So you'll see that I am going to, like, you know, make sure and measure and whatever towards the end, just to make sure everything's good. But I just split my hair in half and finger comb it. So this part, the second layer, I'm going to do a little bit above that finger combing, and I'm not using a comb. I feel like using a comb, you don't really need to, especially when you're trying to do layers that, you know, lay really nicely. Yep, so just a little bit above where I'd made that first one, but I'm gonna end up adjusting that. So you just get your rubber bands. It's really nothing too crazy. I feel like this way is more sufficient, because just grabbing the hair and cutting and what, I don't think, like, that's not valid to me. I'm not gonna do that. I want it to be exactly the way that I want it. So just nothing to it, grabbing the hair and splitting it, doing my finger combing, and using a rubber band. The hair is body wave too, so that's another reason why I'm like, it really doesn't matter if I use a comb or not. So, and then I'm trying to measure exactly the way that I want it. So I split that in half. Instead of doing 3, there should be, what, 4 or 5? So I'm getting my rubber band and then just measuring. So then soon I'm gonna end up adjusting the rubber bands and stuff. So finger comb, and when I am finger combing, I'm making sure it's at least, like, you know, not just sloppy type of thing. Like, I'm not just, oh, okay, let me just finger comb it at the end or whatever. I'm at least making sure I'm treating it like a real comb. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to measure out and see if it lays a certain way with the layers. So I split that in half, and this is at the top where my face is going to be framed. So I'm making sure I do it exactly the way I want. Like, I finger combed it and let the hair fall just to see where I want it. And then I have to remember this hair is body wave, and this isn't the finished product as far as the style. So this is where I kind of start to adjust just a tad bit, and then when I'm done with this one, I will fully start to adjust all my rubber bands. So here's where I wanted the layer at the top. I wanted that to fall on my face a certain way. So I'm adjusting and adjusting, and when you're done with the rubber band, obviously you make sure you have all the hair. So I'm just trying to see how they lay, how the rubber bands lay, if they lay nicely slanted or if it's just choppy. Like, one's up here, one's down here, but they lay kind of uniform. That's what I want. So I'm showing you guys the back. There was no hair left out at all. None. That's why I like to do it this way, because I make sure I have the hair all in, you know, all tied up. So I'm just, you know, checking to see how it's laying, making sure it's laying nicely, adjusting my rubber bands. I did end up bringing them down more, like further. And then that's it. And then I get my shears and I cut below the rubber band, and I'm going to tell you why. So I can clean that end up, because when you cut, you know, you have those strands that are longer than the other. So I want to make sure they're all cleaned up. But I'm going to just go cut the ends first, because I was starting to do it. And then I was like, you know what, let me just cut these all off first. And I wanted to start the way that I was making the layers. Like the first one, second one, I didn't want to start at the top. And I don't know, it doesn't matter, but that's just the way I wanted to do it. Just cutting all them pieces off. I didn't cut much hair off, I feel like. But yeah, so cut under the rubber band. Usually people do above, but for this specifically, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna do under so I can see. So you see how the hair is laying. It's laying pretty nice even with the rubber bands on there. So I'm gonna go to the ends and just cut. And I took a rubber band off and I was like, oh shoot, I didn't clean the ends up for real. So I'm rubber banding that one again, and then I'm gonna go to the ends and just cut and make sure all of them are like blunt, basically. And then I'm gonna take the rubber bands out. Definitely had to do a voiceover for this whole series that I'm, you know, doing, because I just can't do my hair and then talking at the same time and whatever. It just be way too much going on. And I've been doing hair videos for years, so it's like it's always something that happens and I don't know why. But then those videos end up being my most popular because y'all get the real deal. Like, I'm not gonna BS with y'all. So I took the rubber bands out, and as you can see, you know, the layers, they layer in, they look pretty, they look good, it doesn't look uneven. I'm trying to cut and make it look, you know, fairly even. It looks pretty good. I loved it. Making sure that flip over is flip overing. Like, as you can see, boop de whoop de woo. I took my hair out. I like undid it. I think it looks undone. Shoot. But yep, that is how I freaking layered my hair, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, here I go. I'm gonna take my hair out now so y'all can see. So I took my hair out, my little leave out or whatever. This is where I was realizing, like, oh, I did go a little bit farther back, you know, but it's okay. It's not to a point where it's that bad, but yes, that is how I layered my freaking hair, my flip over. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any questions, anything, just comment below. Thumbs up for more hair stuff. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't be scared to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, stay tuned for part 4.
When we show up, you know it's showtime. All